Hello and welcome, it's Leon Street again, and today I'm going to be speaking about how to convert more clients using one simple follow-up tip. And you're probably thinking, one simple tip? Yeah, maybe there is one tip, but I'm going to dive into a couple of things that you can do around that I'm sure as a business owner, cultural consultant, if you want to convert more prospects into clients, this is really going to help you. Before we get into that, make sure that you like and comment and subscribe to the channel. So comment below this video, and if you got any questions, drop them into a comment and I will check on those comments personally and come back to them and reply. So let's get started. First of all, I wanted to speak to you about sales because as a business owner, the biggest thing you can do after your marketing is actually getting people to buy from you. But before we get into people buying, I want to look at some stats. Now, I say stats, and I say this with a pinch of salt because I will tell you why in a moment. So this is a meme or a quote image that has done the rounds for many years online. People use it in their presentations, PowerPoints, all sorts of things. Now, apparently, these stats come from the National Sales Executive Association, and I say apparently because a lot of people have seen these stats and they believe wholeheartedly in them. That 48% of salespeople never follow up with a prospect, that 25% of salespeople make a second contact and stop. But I just want to tell you guys, like, these stats, they seem pretty legit, wouldn't you say? Yeah, I would say so. But here's the reality, guys, they're fake. Now, somebody created them, years ago, not too many years ago, and they made it look official by adding source, National Sales Executive Association, and loads of people, they use these stats, they preach them, and they say, this is why you got to follow up. But it's actually bullshit, guys. Yeah, so I'm sure Courtney she'll edit that part out. Anyway. Here's some real stats for you, and follow-up is a big thing, and I'll tell you why it's a big thing. Because as a business owner, there's a couple of things. You're either going to be confident at sales, or you're going to be confident about what you do, but you know you have to make sales. So the first thing is, you literally have to mentally prepare when it comes to sales, and especially follow-ups. Selling is one thing when you've got the person on the phone, but following up to make sure that that person gets on the phone, or at least you book them in for a phone call, is going to be massively important to you. So what's real then? Here's some real stats. Now, I pulled these statistics from Velocify. So they ran as it says here, they ran a survey and they did it based on 3.5 million leads from more than 400 companies. Now, what they did was then check against many different things within the sales activity of what they were doing, especially with sales calls. Now, in this particular one, and this is where it comes into follow-up, and this is why I wanted to share this one with you. Here is day one. So, if you get your follow-up call in, and the first call gets in within the first minute, you have 156% higher conversion rate compared to if you get in your call between 30 to 60 minutes after the initial call, you're at a 58% conversion rate. And then at 1 to 2 hours after, you're at 25% conversion rate. So as you can see, this is all within day one, yeah? But if you leave it until day 5, and this is, let's say, your fourth call, you're at a point where the conversion rate is 22%. Yeah, you get into day 14, with the 5th call, 23%, and at day 15, with your 6th call, you're at 9% higher conversion just through follow-ups. Now, when it comes to your business, at what point do you know that you stop? Yeah, because I know a lot of business owners, they stop after this day 1 and probably the first call in an attempt to follow up. Yeah, so most people don't make it to this second call. And in many respects, it's a bit worrying because you're thinking, well, if most people stop there, what's happening with those prospects that originally said that they want to do business with you? So continuing with some more statistics that are real, 90% of sales pros give up after the 4th call, but 80% of prospects say no 4 times before they say yes. So if that's the truth, and this comes from Marketing Donut, let's go back. You need to make sure that you're in a point where you've actually followed up to the point where you've made it beyond day 5. Yeah. So if your prospects are going to say no or not give you an answer up until the fourth call, where you've got to get past day 5, you know, you've really got to set your mindset to follow up. Now, I'm going to share a few things why you need to strengthen your mindset. Let's say you do 100 calls. Yeah. This part is called work. You got to do the work. Let's say you do 100 calls and you get 100 people who either don't answer, not interested, don't buy. Yeah. You've got to set your mindset to know that that's expected. Yeah, that's why mindset comes first. The second step is just doing the work. You've just got to do it. You've got to be a machine. Obviously, the more qualified your leads that come through, the better it is for you. But if the leads aren't qualified, or you've got to the point where you've just got to do the follow-up, then that work must be done. But here's the next part, guys. So pick up the phone. Yeah. So once you've done the mindset work and you've said to yourself, yeah, I need to do this, I need to make sure that I'm following up with the prospects and making sure that these people know that you're deadly serious, just pick up the phone and go again. Look at it like a gym routine. The thing with sales is that it doesn't happen always on the first hit. It doesn't happen on the first call. You have to keep going. That's why you have a gym membership. You go daily, weekly, monthly, yearly, right? With sales, it's the same thing. Every time you're about to do your sales, focus on putting yourself in peak state. And so what that simply means is you put yourself in a happy place, ready to serve your prospects, ready to serve your leads, ready to be the best you on the phone. You do the work, you pick up the phone, and at that point, with the follow-up, you're in a position to convert. Or step 5, if the person isn't available or even ready to speak to you at that point, you use this BAMFAM, which is book a meeting from a meeting. So on that call, you book the follow-up call. So that way you can catch the person at a convenient time or date based on you giving them. So would tomorrow be better at 10 a.m. or the day after at 1 p.m.? Give them the alternate close. So guys, if you're looking to grow your business, the key here is to make sure you do the follow-ups in your business. Sales is critical. Do not rely on people just going to your website, clicking on contact, and then they're going to speak to you or they're going to phone you. Or don't rely, especially if you're a service-based business, that people are just going to go to your checkout page and buy online. It doesn't always happen that way, especially if you provide services. So do the follow-up. Well, what else can you do if you are following up on people and they're not speaking to you or they're not answering? So this is my final tip, guys. And this is the bonus. This is 6. Yep. So stalk them. So this is my own tip, and I say this tongue-in-cheek, guys. I don't mean actually stalk them. Here's what I do mean. If you're selling to other businesses, not public, not business, not B2C, but business to business, what I would do is, if you've got their name, if you know their business, go to their website, go to their contact page, get their phone number, give them a call. Yeah. There's no harm in calling, especially if it's a business, because if they've already expressed an interest, let's say they've opted in for an event like the workshops that I run, or they've opted in to download one of your free guides or a webinar or something like that, and you're just following up, follow them up. So find out their LinkedIn, find out their Facebook, find out their website, find out their contact details, and get in touch, guys. So follow up, it's paramount to the success of your business. Now, hopefully you can use some of these tips on what I've taken you through today. So what I'd love for you to do, guys, is comment below this video and let me know which tip you'll be using in your next steps when it comes to following up on the leads and prospects that you have in your pipeline right now. So if you've enjoyed this, guys, make sure you like the video, make sure you subscribe, and I'd love to catch you on the next video. Thanks for watching. It's Leon Street. Take care. Bye-bye.